Oh, goody! Holographic meatloaf again! When am I gonna get some real food?
I swear, every time I hear one positive news in the industry, I hear like 10 more bad news that takes us multiple steps backwards. Anyways, what's going on, ladies and gents? This is T. Lawrence. And I know I said I wasn't gonna make any more news videos, but interesting things just keep happening more and more that I just can't overlook them. And this time, it's about the whole discourse around PlayStation discontinuing physical media, or more specifically, the hilarious roast fest they're dealing with. To give a little context, on Wednesday, July 1st, PlayStation announced on their site that they were gonna discontinue physical discs by January 2028 for any new games releasing on their consoles. Afterwards, all games would be completely digital. Yeah, what a way to start this month. In their article specifically, this is what one section reads, quote, "This is the natural direction for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt to consumer trends as the general preference for digital media significantly outpaces physical discs. This transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of our community prefers to access and play games today." Well, this post has more comments than hearts, which is typically an indication of broad disapproval. Just like when a YouTube video has more comments than likes. And speaking of comments, here are some of the top comments that perfectly sum things up. "We literally own nothing now but licenses. This is a horrible decision, Sony." To which another commenter replies, quote, "I also believe with how expensive hardware is getting, they are going to have people lease their consoles instead of own them outright. I feel like we are in the wrong timeline." Oh god, are consoles gonna become the new internet modems now? Come on. Quote, "If that's the case, I will buy all of my games on Steam from now on. If they don't offer a drive for PS6, I will just stick with the Pro. No need if I can't play what I already have." Damn straight. As Dex said, it's another win for Steam. And of course, you will own nothing and be happy. Suffice it to say, an overwhelming majority of commenters are not happy, with some declaring they will stop purchasing PlayStation products altogether. Even on outside spaces like Twitter and YouTube, the reaction towards this development appears to be overwhelmingly negative. Hell, even fast food companies, who have nothing to do with gaming, decided to take their shots at PlayStation with posts like these. Domino's Pizza UK on Twitter posted this official statement, quote, "In response to trends in the gaming industry, as of April 1st, 2027, Domino's UK will cease production of physical pizzas and shift to production of digital pizzas only." "Consumers will be able to download our full range of delicious pizza codes and, using the power of imagination, enjoy them in an entirely virtual sense."
Are you trying to say I have no imagination?
Domino's, just for this tweet alone, I'm gonna order something from you. And yes, it's gonna be Hawaiian pizza, because suck it, Italians. Even KFC decided to join in on the roast session with their own tweets. Quote, "Breaking news, KFC will stop offering its physical format starting today. Its products can only be consumed through its app in fake PNG format." They even teased the digital format menu, with all items being in transparent PNGs. And then someone in the comments replies, "And me eating their free chicken thanks to Pinterest." To which KFC then replies, quote, "It's not worth pirating the chicken. We'll report you." KFC, I'm gonna order something from you too as well. You deserve it. You and Domino's. Look, I know the actual development is bad news, but at least we can have some fun out of it. But, alright, that's enough funny business. Now, back to some serious business. When it comes to the increasing digitization of media in general, let's be honest, it was kind of inevitable. Digital distribution does allow media to become much more accessible for the average consumer. And with gaming especially, I think it's a net positive to give gamers the option to enjoy their favorite games regardless of what hardware they possess, be it Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, or PC. Therefore, I'm not against digital distribution in itself. Hell, all of my games are digital as I only play on Steam anyways. However, the key word is option, not requirement. Gamers should still have the option between digital or physical forms of their favorite games, because one, it's the best form of preservation, Imagine a doomsday scenario when the servers, or hell, the whole internet just goes offline. Physical media, which aren't dependent on the internet, can still function under the dark, which is how some people still manage to play Halo split-screen matches in remote locations without the internet. Second, people actually have the right to own what they purchased. I know, what a shocker, right? But, unfortunately, as more and more game companies ditch their physical formats and switch to a subscription-based digital model, it gives them much more leverage on the consumers. Because if they decide for whatever reason that they don't like you, they'll just flag your account or even your hardware number and revoke your access, even if you fully paid for your products. Let's say a gaming YouTuber makes a critical review of a certain game, and the studio or publisher decide that they don't like what you said about their game and press the ban button. In this completely digital model, they can absolutely do that because they have ultimate control. Now, when it comes to Sony and PlayStation, I'm genuinely curious what drove them towards this decision, because there's just no way that they could not have anticipated this negative backlash from the consumers. In any case, I've already seen some declaration of boycotts online, so this is not gonna end well for them. Hell, even Xbox, despite its own flurry of issues, has the decency to add discs for Halo Campaign Evolved, per their recent Q&A. That said, I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft and all other companies follow the same path eventually. You know, as much as I'm a passionate gamer, things like this really test my patience. As stated in the beginning, every time I hear something positive, 10 more bad news also come out, taking us multiple steps backwards. So, then what can we gamers do about it? Well, at least for the average gamer, vote with your wallet. Because in the end, it's our money they need. So don't give it to them. Which is exactly why I don't see myself buying a PlayStation anytime soon. And it's not like anybody can afford one anyways. I mean, just look at some of the prices. Just gonna stick with Steam, which is the biggest winner out of this whole shenanigan. As well as Flash games on Blue Maxima's Flashpoint archives, which, by the way, I'm working on another Flash game video, so be on the lookout for that eventually. Anyways, that finally concludes another news/current events video. I know I also said that I was gonna go on a semi-break this month, but I was just compelled to comment on this development. Plus, I also didn't want to miss a chance to laugh at those tweets, which... man, they are diabolical. Still, this is not a good timeline. Maybe Plankton was onto something.
Holographic meatloaf? My favorite!
Anywho, I will see you guys next time. Hopefully with some better news. Thank you to my patrons on Patreon for supporting this channel. My $5 patrons are Kapitan Sladek, Kidsap, Chocoburb, and Dravenraven. My $2 patrons are Komida the Prep Cook Demon. If you would like to appear at the end credits of my videos, as well as have early access and exclusive content on Patreon, feel free to hop on over to patreon.com/LTELawrence and give a pledge. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching. Until next time, this is T. Lawrence of the Arcadia, signing out.